Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Warhammer 40k Mechanicus Let's Play. Before we get started today, I have a new name for our Tech Priest to introduce to you guys. And for that name, I'd like to thank Hazard Redmayne for the submission. He was not only the first submission, but he also had a really well thought out name that I really enjoyed, so let's go ahead and check that out. Also, our Tech Priest has gotten himself a new portrait. I didn't do anything other than just reload the game, so apparently it just finally figured out what portrait it actually wanted to assign. Hopefully it stays that way, because initially he looked like Jeremiah, and it'd be nice for them to look visually distinct, even in the menus, just so they're easier to tell apart. But anyways, as you can see, he is now Megos Daedalus. Daedalus, of course, is the mythical Greek blacksmith who not only created the labyrinth where the Minotaur was, placed, but he was also Icarus's father and the one who created Icarus's wings. So a pretty relevant name for a tech priest, I think. So with that, there's not a whole lot of stuff for us to do in terms of upgrades and playing around. So let's jump straight into the missions. And I think I want to stick with Kepra for this next deployment. I was initially leaning toward Rose mission, because I think of the missions available, it's going to be the easiest. The Acanthrites aren't particularly difficult to deal with, nor are the Necron Warriors. So unless they threw a huge number of both of them at us, I think we would have a pretty easy time dealing with them. But the rewards aren't that interesting to me. This Plasma Culverin is a good gun, but it's really expensive to fire, almost too expensive. And we already have a few guns like that. So rather than just picking up another weapon we probably won't even deploy, I thought it might be a little bit wiser to go with Kepra's mission, which looks to be more difficult, considerably, but it comes with this Curatio Mechanic and a new type of Scutarii. I'm really interested in this because, to me, it looks like a version of the Curatio Claw that doesn't require cognition to use. So we already have a healing object on I want to say Menarius, but it costs him cognition to use it. This one appears to do the same thing, although instead of spending cognition, it looks like you can just do it for free every 3 turns. The only other downside to this, aside from the cooldown, is that it's strictly 2 HP versus 2 to 4. But I think it's still a worthy pickup and something that would be really useful, so I would like to grab that. And then again, bolstering the ranks of our troops is nice too, and we get Blackstone either way. The downside to this mission, of course, is not only do we have Flayed ones, Immortals, and Death Marks, but we're potentially going to be facing them in combination maybe all at once. So this could be considerably harder, but I think it'll be worth it. We'll have something a little bit more useful to us than a new gun. And it is still technically a normal difficulty mission, so while we are facing harder opponents, I think we'll be seeing less of them than we would have with Rose mission. But we'll probably do Rose mission next time, unless Kepra's mission following this one is, again, more lucrative, but we'll see. Okay, so we're of course going to bring Jeremiah. Why do I keep trying to drag them? Menarius and Daedalus. And then we have a bit of Blackstone if we want to deploy some Scutarii. So let's do, I think, 2 Servitors, and then last time we brought the Vanguard Alpha. The Taser Goad is not a very good weapon, in my opinion. It didn't seem to really be all that effective, but we do have a regular Vanguard that has a standard ranged attack for 4 to 6 damage, which could be nice because up to this point, the troops that we've been bringing have been strictly melee focused. And so it would be really, really handy to have a troop that could fire from a distance. And as far as I can tell, the shooting attack doesn't cost any cognition, so a free ranged attack is always nice. And a free ranged attack that hits just as hard as some of our expensive ones. I could be wrong though, it might cost cognition, it just doesn't indicate it here. And then of course we have the Scutarii Ranger, which is similar. These will actually scan enemies when you hit them with shots, but they do less damage. This is 4 to 6 versus 2 to 4, and then these are actually, they're not more resilient. In the lore, they're a little bit more resilient. The Rangers are a little bit more like light infantry, whereas the Vanguard is like medium infantry. But they don't appear to have made a distinction here. I'm going to go with the damage. Let's take a Vanguard. And we'll leave it at that. Canticle's Litany of Life is the best one we have. I believe we have a better version of this. Yeah, we have a +6 versus +3, so let's take that. And is there anything better than the next physical attack will deal +6? Next 4 attacks will ignore all armor. That could be really good. I didn't mean to do that. Let's see, +5 movement for 1 round. Max and machine spirit of all weapons. Gain 3 cognition. I could just bring 2 cognition cards. I tend not to use these buff ones. Restore 5 hit points. A free heal. We already have the +10, but having another +5 would be nice. Huh. I almost feel like just having extra cognition is probably the best thing for us. Because I can always use more cognition. I don't always need an extra +6 to my melee. So yeah, let's roll with that. And we're set up here. Let's go for it. We're barely holding the line in the tomb of Ubjao. Swarms of these damned flayed ones are surging up from the lower levels. We're seeing our own soldiers coming back to us as skins draped over those things. Man, imagine trying to skin like a Skitarii. That would be hard considering how much metal they've got bolted onto them. We must keep the tomb open. The foulness of the place is not permissible as a factor in preventing us from completing our mission. We don't all have our emotions locked away for our convenience, Magos. My Skitarii cannot fight under these conditions. If morale keeps falling, we'll lose the tomb. I am not ignorant of the morale of less augmented personnel. The situation requires remedying. Then we need to stem the flow of flayed ones. Otherwise, the place will end up our tomb as well. The lower levels are swarming with flayed ones. If we seal a key passageway to those levels, we can hinder their movement to a manageable rate. Mission Doctrine suggests a cohort with demolition charges. Wood is a viable solution. I think they messed up writing this, like, would be a viable solution or is a viable solution. And they couldn't decide which one they wanted. So, it's a viable solution. My thoughts exactly, Magos. That's kind of what we did last time for her. It's not just the danger to my men that worries me. When the enemy wears the skins of your dead comrades, death isn't the worst thing that can happen to you. Okay. I think she's suggesting potential falls to heresy. Anyways, it looks like we only have one choice moving forward here, but then it does branch off. So, if we want to try to explore the entirety of this place, what's going to be the most effective path? It looks to me like we want to go left. Probably circle around this and then cross here. And then we can circle around that. There. That should tick every box without doubling back anywhere. So, let's go here. Off we go. And what do we got? Opportunity for study, recovery, exploitation. Goal, vivisection. Recover if possible. A lone flayed one is trapped in a malfunctioning doorway. Its lower limbs are crushed, but it has not been damaged enough to cause its teleportation protocols to engage. Attempt to recover it. Wary of the Necron teleporting away, try to retrieve only its gory covering of skin. This seems like a terrible idea. Like, if you try to free it, it's gonna go nuts with its claws and probably just tear somebody to shreds. Also, if we do get a hold of it, there's a good chance it'll teleport. Yeah, purge it with fire. That's the only right way to handle these guys. Disappointment detected. Disapproval protocols engaged. Apparently that increased our awakening. Great, so that doesn't appear to have been the right answer. Oh well. Okay, so we wanted to go this way next. I'll have to remember my glyphs. What do we got here? Shoot. Can I just ignore it? These are both bad. I think I can just move on, yeah. So, I think this one has been a no-no so far. I don't recall this one, but based on the color, it looks like it's telling me both of these are the wrong answer. At least that's what I've gathered from what you guys have told me in the comments. When they're green, we know that they've been successful before, and when they're this more like, it's almost like an orangey color, they've been unsuccessful in the past. So these are both bad, and this says it's a single port design for a Canoptech creature. We probably don't have any chance of succeeding here. I'm not going to risk it. So let's just move on. But I might have been wrong there. If I am wrong, tell me what the correct choice would have been in the comments, please. But we've got other things to investigate, so we can still get Blackstone elsewhere. Even you must appreciate the horror of finding such a place, Magos. This is what is eroding the morale of our focus. The influx of flayed ones has left this chamber awash with gore and scraps of skin. It seems this place was used to butcher the bodies of fallen Scutarii and turn what flesh they retained into the leathery shrouds worn by the flayed ones. This horrific place cannot be left as is. We can collapse it entirely. So it says at least it can become a proper resting place for what remains of these fallen soldiers. We can burn the remains, or we can consecrate it. I say we collapse it. This seems like it's gonna go poorly, but I don't know. We are trying to keep them from moving, and this place does seem of some significance to them. Burning it is only gonna deal with the immediate situation, which is like the gore and stuff. Bad for morale, but burning the gore doesn't really do anything strategically for us other than morale. Consecrating it, depending on your beliefs, may or may not do anything at all. So let's eliminate this room entirely. So they awaken a bit more. Oh, we got a gamma pistol out of that. The cohort uses explosives to bring down the whole chamber, burying their remains under tons of rubble. Their remains are interred forever in the cold embrace of Silver Tenebris. The sound of the collapse reverberates through the tomb and alerts the Necrons, but the cohort is also able to salvage plenty of components and valuable materials from the debris. So we got this gamma pistol. Single target attack deals 1 to 2 damage with a 1 turn cooldown. This is very similar to the pistol that we started with, except that one doesn't have a cooldown, this one does. But it looks like it doesn't require any cognition to fire. So I think it's just an energy damage version of that starter pistol versus that one, I think, being physical. But I don't know. More options is always nice, although probably won't end up using that one. So let's move on. Okay, what do we have here? A glyph, and this should be an easy choice. I guess they all say that. I guess I just never noticed before, but this one, we have a pretty clear choice because this is glowing green. Or is that like the default color? Now I don't remember, but this is definitely the right choice here. So, Blackstone, thank you. Okay, we could go straight on to our destination here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cut this way instead. We'll go around and then back. And we'll see what treasures lie in here. So, if this is being used by the Flay ones, it needs to be closed. The cohort comes across a side tunnel or vent in the tomb wall. The entrance to the passageway is clotted with blood and scraps of flesh, suggesting it is used as a way for the flayed ones to move around the tomb. Conceal it. Douse the passageway with flame before doing anything else. Does that include sealing it? Check what is inside before acting. I'm just gonna seal it. My concern is this suggests that like maybe when we're planting the charges, something's gonna pop out and like attack us. This suggests to me that there might be something in there that we don't necessarily want to destroy. But I'm just going to seal it. So increase their initiative. Explosives close the entrance quickly, but the haste with which they were placed means they cause structural damage to the surrounding chambers, and the cohort are forced to spend time forging an alternate path through the tomb. So probably should have investigated first. But that seemed sketchy. It seemed real sketchy. Alright, so moving on. We have another glyph. Hopefully we get another easy one here. Yeah. So, blah, 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 blah. Filled with cognition. Yeah, this is the situation I'm more familiar with. So we'll pick that one. And more blackstone, thank you. Moving on. Got 2 more rooms and then our first goal and then another goal beyond that. And I don't know if both are going to be fights. They very well could be. We are trying to hunt and kill all the Flayed ones after all. And now we have extra Necrons in battle. All the more fun. No wonder some of us have been lost in this tomb already. The Necrons are using madness as a weapon. Oh, lost to this tomb already. The Necrons are using madness as a weapon. The journey down towards the lower levels of the tomb passes through a chamber where someone has scratched marks all over the walls, with a fury and verbosity that can only be the result of madness. Has one of the Scutarii gone insane? Let's see. Could it not be the Flayed ones? They have pretty good things for scratching, and the Flare virus, I think, does affect the, I don't know if cognitive ability is the right word given the situation that all Necrons are in, but, like, for example, the Warriors I don't think are sentient. They're drones. Whereas the higher level Necrons, like the Lords, do retain personalities and individuality and stuff. So I don't know that like a Flayed one is any less drone-like than a Warrior, but I know that the Flare virus does have some effect on them. So let's see. Examine the scratched words for insight. Bypass the chamber without giving the inscribed rantings a second thought. Let's try to understand. Great. The words are badly garbled, but the legible parts describe being relentlessly stalked through the tomb, wounded by isolated attacks by Flayed ones as if the Necrons were testing the resilience of the human frame. The scrawlings are both horrific and illuminating. Apparently more illuminating for the Necrons because we just massively increased their awakening. Okay, well, on to goal number 1. I'm not sure why there's 2, to be honest. There might just be 2 packs of Flayed ones. And now they're going to reanimate even faster. I think that means that they only need 1 turn to reanimate now, since we've hit that twice. So here we are. So there's Flayed ones crawling out right on top of us. This will be fun. What else do we have down there? Let's see. Necron Warrior, 2 more Flayed ones. Okay. So, how do we want to go about this? I think we should probably try to eliminate this Flayed one as quickly as possible, so maybe deploying all around him would be the best course of action here. I should actually put you towards the front, I think. So we'll do something like that, so that they can all attack in melee and that guy will be done relatively quickly. I don't think that the other Flayed ones can reach us in a single turn. These ones definitely can't. That one's questionable. And he shouldn't be able to fire on us in 1 turn. So this guy will get 1 swipe at us. Then he'll be eliminated. And then we can move on to these. Okay. So I guess that's that. We'll see if he does get his shot off. No. Okay. That's what I thought. But there was nowhere we could go that wouldn't allow him an attack. So I figured we just, you know, accept the hit and be in a position where we can deal with him more quickly. Alright, so we should probably grab Cognition. Is that the only one? It is. So we'll only be able to grab 2, meaning we should probably save at least, well, yeah, one of our tech priests servo skull action for the next turn so that we can always have at least one coming in. Go ahead and strike at him. 5 damage. Oh, you downed him in 1 hit. That's pretty impressive, actually. Is he not down? Who's got the attack of opportunity? Because he looks to be downed. But definitely an attack of opportunity there. Strange. Alright, well that'll be the end of your turn. He's gonna get cognition. And we'll have him grab an extra. Just so that the new tech priest can act as well without having to go grab one. And then you're gonna have to finish this guy off. Oh, so he wasn't down. He was just in a weird pose. Now he's down. Okay. That will allow you to fire. Go ahead and shoot that one. Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, anything to chip away at him, that potentially opens him up to be one-shotted on the following turn. The question then becomes where to put you. I think kind of falling back might be better. He'll definitely be able to get to him. But I don't think these two will be able to close to attack range yet. So we shouldn't move him closer to where he would be available to be attacked. So maybe over here or something. And that'll be the end of his turn. And then with our final tech priest, we can fire... Can't fire at him because that guy's in the way. Go ahead and swing then. Finish him off. Then if you step to there, we can shoot at this one. And again, that's not going to do a lot, but it will set him up to be killed much more easily on the following turn. Almost wonder... There's really no reason for us to use this cognition, but the thing is, we get a free one if I spend it on the following turn, so... but I can't think of any way to use it that would be worthwhile. I can run him over here, but then he's just isolated. And that doesn't necessarily help us. I can't attack again in melee. And then scanning doesn't give doesn't use any cognition. It would give us information, but then we can't pick up cognition on the following turn. So I think I'm just gonna have him end his turn there. None of the options really seem ideal. Oh man. So I can't deploy Scutarii. I might drop you there. We'll get cognition for you getting hit. And that keeps the Flayed one from rushing our tech priest. So let's do that. Because again, we'll get a free cognition point. I believe, or is it too late now? It might be too late. Either way, we'll grab one. Okay. So what to do with you? I can't fire through him. I don't necessarily want to run up there. Moving him here would give us both cognition points, and we wouldn't need to use the servo skull. I'd have to do it manually, though. Huh. Let's see. Go there. Then move to here, I suppose. Take the 2 cognition. You can fire your phosphor blast pistol for free. So knock him out. We'll probably move the servitor up and let one of the other 2 tech priests finish him off. Now then, he's out of range, but you can hit anybody... No, not anybody you want. You might be able to hit both of them with this, though. That's going to use up both cognition points, however. I probably shouldn't do that, as much as I'd like to. I could step you up and have you melee attack him, though. Let's do that. Oh, Machine Spirit's on too. Yeah, nice, one shot. Got a cognition point. I almost wonder if it's a good idea to step you. Like, can you hit them from here? You can, so they can hit you. If you move to here, they can't. So he won't be able to shoot at us now unless he moves. That'll be the end of your turn. Oh, I could have just stood there and fired this. No, because then, again, they don't have any cognition to play with. I'm going to fire the Servitor, that's fine, that's why the Servitor's there. This guy might kill the Servitor, but I don't really care about that. Okay, so what to do over here? If I put you there, you can melee him and then shoot that one. That would give us a cognition point for doing so. Yeah, go for it. I probably should have fired his gun because there's enough opportunities to pick up more cognition. But I guess it's hard to have known that without going through like every possibility. I could heal you. Is there any reason to do that though? Because I could, for the same cognition, I could just deploy another one. So maybe I won't. Oh, machine pistol's on there too. Nice. Okay, step back behind him. Use him as a meat shield. That'll be our turn. Let's see what he does. No, nothing, right. Oh! He reanimated. Crap. We get an attack opportunity, he goes right back down. Why would he do that? Why wouldn't he just stand and fight? Opportunity there. 4 damage, wow. That worked out pretty nicely. But yeah, I kind of forgot that we really have no time to play with in terms of reanimation. I'm going to scan this guy because, again, there's no cognition for me to grab, and their servo skulls will be back up on the following turn, I believe. Let's grab this one and then shoot the Necron Warrior. And I'm hoping that we can overwhelm him with Jeremiah before he gets another attack. So melee that guy just to be done with him. Then, if you could fire your pistol there. There's not like loot or anything missing, right? No, okay. So he's down to 7. I could spend cognition to move you into melee range. That might be worth doing. I'll put you like, maybe not there. Strange that those can be moved right through. I, for some reason, thought they were going to function like this. But yeah, we'll put you there. Because we're basically spending a cognition point for a free attack of opportunity there. So we'll end your turn. New round. We can deploy another servitor if we want. Is there any need though? I suppose I could drop one in behind. Because we'll be able to get cognition pretty easily. He can just grab it as he moves by. So yeah, let's kind of surround him. Or is that a good idea? I should probably leave an opening because if I don't, he'll just stand and fight. We'd rather take the attacks of opportunity, so I'm not going to do it. This one can move in though. Go ahead and melee attack him. Nice, 5 damage. Why are you so buffed up? Does he have his machine spirit going on too? Because normally they hit for 1 to 2 and he's hitting for like 4 to 5. Jeremiah, swing by here and grab that for me. That was actually a mistake. Not grabbing that, but I should have stopped him short, fired his pistol, and then engaged in melee. But, oh, I guess it doesn't matter, because the melee attack is going to get it no matter what. Okay, so that worked out pretty well, and we have 4 cognition going into whatever is next, potentially another fight. Cool. So Dead Skitarii is pinned up against the wall by blades speared through his body. It seems strange for the Flayed one to leave a corpse behind without skinning and dismembering it. Perhaps this discovery would reward examination. Perhaps it's a trap. So we have 50 Blackstone for that. Shoot down the body from a distance. If it's a trap, it should be deactivated so other Scutarii do not get caught out by it. I mean, he's probably dead, so... take it down and examine it, leave it alone. Shoot it down from a distance. 3 CP, nice. So we fill our cognition meter. Okay. Oh, sorry, I should have read what the description was. It might have had some lore. I mean to read all those, but sometimes I forget. Okay, so into the last section. Again, with full cognition, so we can deploy everything we've got. This should be fun. Also, it's worth noting, we haven't seen any death marks or immortals yet. Okay, so we just have to kill all the enemies. And there looks to be quite a few flayed ones. There's also potential spawn points for other things. But all I see are flayed ones. I don't know what the rules are for these. I know that stuff can spawn out of them, but only one thing can spawn out of them. At least that's the impression I've gotten, because they appear to deactivate after something comes out. So maybe that's true, maybe it's not. I don't know if only Necron warriors spawn out of those things, or if anything can come out of them, but I'm sure we'll find out. Okay, so deployment. I figure we should probably split up our forces a little bit here, so I'm going to take Daedalus and move him onto the right flank. We'll have Jeremiah bring up the center since he's the most combat effective, and then we'll put Menarius on the left flank. Is it worth deploying our forces now? I think for the Scutarii it is, because he has ranged attacks. However, with the Servitors, since their movement is limited and their attacks are limited strictly to melee, I think we're better off deploying them strategically throughout the battle. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's put you in here. Does this cost anything? No, so it is free. Good to know. So I think that's it. Okay, so Jeremiah's up first. We don't need to waste our servo skulls on this, because we'll walk by it as we move. I'm almost wondering if I should let them come to me, though. Ah, and we have treasure chests. So yes, I'm aware, I've heard it enough times now, you have to actually move somebody into the adjacent space and then click the scan button. So we'll try to do that for both of those. It's going to be difficult, though, because that means pulling somebody off the fight to deal with it. Anyways, let's see. Where can I put you that would allow you to shoot them? It looks like I have to move you around this, at least partially. So let's do that, I guess. Take the cognition as we go. Okay, then we'll go ahead and fire the phosphor blast pistol at... it doesn't matter, but these two should attack one and these two should attack the other. So I guess we'll just stick to this side, since that's where you ended up. Okay, it's pretty good. It means we need like one more solid hit to do it. Is it worth firing the arc rifle at him? You know what? Might be better off just moving in and finishing him off. Although, maybe not, just because this guy goes next. I really screwed that up, actually. I should have paid more attention to the initiative. I could have killed this guy in Jeremiah's turn. Yeah, I messed that up. Damn. And this guy doesn't go for a while, so Menarius could have killed him in his turn. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay. So I can still kill him, it's just going to cost me a lot more cognition than I would have liked. Like a lot of cognition. Go ahead and fire your arc rifle here. Well, you downed him in one hit, that's pretty good. I suppose you can come up here and finish this guy off now. Cool. So both of those guys are down in one turn. I'm gonna snatch up both cognition here. Because Minarius is there, right? Pretty sure I put Minarius on the left. He can go finish the other one off and grab that cognition. Why did it take me over there? Anyways, that's it for you. I could go scan this. Is that the only one? No, there's two. Okay, yeah, let's grab it then. May as well. Cool. And that's that. Pretty effective turn for him there. Oh, you're gonna reanimate. Damn it. I wonder if he's gonna run away or just stand and fight. Stand and fight. 1 damage. That's not too bad. Okay, this guy's up. He's gonna run on the bridge. The bridge will bring him over here shortly. It's gonna drop him off right there. Okay. What's the range on our pistols? It's not great, unfortunately. Because I know that he's coming, so I want to be ready. But I can't shoot at him from anywhere here. So I'm wondering if I should just finish this guy off with the pistol. Could bring you down the middle. Could also heal either yourself or Jeremiah. They've only been slightly damaged, but we do have to pay out Blackstone to fix that, so yeah. I guess come around this side, just so you don't block his path, or sorry, his path. Shoot that thing. He's done. And then I'm gonna have you pull back behind this, I think. Okay. I'll also have you grab some more cognition for us. And then we've got several flayed ones going. Are any of them on this side? No. So somebody will have a chance to kill that flayed one before he goes again. That's all that really matters. They're probably all just going to stack up on this. So, I think what will happen is on the new round, it's going to move across. So what I should try to do is make sure that Jeremiah is free to shoot on his turn. And when they arrive, he's just going to hit him with an arc rifle at close range and see what that does for us. Let's see. You can actually hit them from there. And then I can always let Daedalus come around this side and finish that guy off. So maybe we should do that. Let's set you up there. I'll let you start chipping away at them. Hopefully that did good damage. It's supposed to be 4 to 6. So that's you. Let's move you up to here. Again, we'll save that cognition point and just use our free pistol shot. Oh, you didn't put him down. Wow. Okay. Well, then I have to move in. Okay. Well, that definitely did away with him. It's a little bit overkill even. And there's no more cognition for us to grab, so that's pretty much that. Okay. So we have a new round. They're going to attack first in battle. What does that mean? They just get moved up the initiative line? This is the last battle. Oh, so they did get moved up the initiative line. That's no good, because that completely ruined my plan. Because Jeremiah was supposed to go first. Let's see, so that one that just spawned is going to go. Well, you're pretty much dead either way. Let's drop that servitor there to protect our tech priests. And then I'm going to plug this gap with him, I think. Okay. So we get to cheat a little bit. You get to attack even before them. At least you got to hit him before you die. Same for you. You're probably going to get swarmed by them. Oh, nice. Downed one of them. I'll gladly accept that, although he'll probably get back up before we can finish him off. Okay. Oh, got him on the attack of opportunity. Interesting. Yeah, they're going to try to kill this one. Well, it's going to feed me cognition either way. Okay, arc rifle. We are going to damage our own servitor here, but do we care? I don't know that we do. Yeah, do it. Okay, so we got cognition from that. Didn't kill him. Downed this one. And those two are damaged, but not dead. Let's see. Go ahead and fire at him. So he's no longer going to get back up. Then we'll move you onto the diagonal with that guy. Spend a cognition point to take a swing. That should finish him off, or at least down him. Somebody else can finish him off. We'll get the cognition for that as well. We already used your servo skull, so somebody else is going to have to grab the cognition there. But we'll end your turn. He's going to reanimate. Let's see what he does. If he doesn't stand his ground, he's just going to get downed again. No, he's going to stand his ground. Okay. Oh, just absorbed it. Cool. Gotta love that physical shield. Okay. Over here. I'm going to step you right to there. We'll shoot and then move into melee. Because this should be able to take him out. In fact, if we'd melee'd him, we probably would have gotten him. And then I could have just shot him to finish him, but oh well. Okay, so that's him down. But again, we have to actually clean these guys up or it doesn't mean anything. We've already used your servo skull as well. And you're the only one that's taken any damage, so... Do I retreat you? Let's see. His turn, then his turn, then yours, then that guy, then you. So I can have the Vanguard finish him off. And when does this guy go? He already went. So I guess Daedalus can take care of him. Right, let's just step you to the side or something. Okay, so that's your turn. These guys are gonna scurry around a bit to get to this next platform. Oh, right. I forgot that you have a 2-turn cooldown on that. That's unfortunate. I wish they had even just like a really basic melee attack, because I can't do anything with him now. Oh, wait, I can? Apparently I can. That was weird. Oh, that's the charge for the machine spirit. What am I saying? Okay. Right. So you did your job. As much as I would have liked to shoot at them, we had to get rid of that guy before he came back. Let's try to keep you... Can you grab cognition for me? Let's find out. No. Yeah, I didn't think so. But I'm gonna keep him toward the back because all he's really good for is shooting. So if they close into melee with him, all he can do is retreat and take an attack of opportunity. We don't want that. They're gonna continue to stack up on this, and then my tech priest gets a chance to finish the other one off. This guy. Let's see. You won't be able to shoot from there. I guess you can use the servo skull to grab one. May as well. But let's deal with that Flayed one first. Okay, so you're over there. Finish him off. And since he's already been down, we shouldn't need to do it again. Yeah, we'll just blast him off the map. And that was free, so we didn't spend any cognition. Let's pick up another. I should have checked his movement. He might have had enough to double back and grab that without spending any. No, he would have had to spend. Okay, well that's fine. We'll end your turn. That's going to move across. We'll have the servitors try to engage them and slow them down. And then Jeremiah can open up on them before they get a chance to go. Okay, so let's have you go there. We're going to try to block them on this thing. We're not going to let them out. With the Machine Spirit, that's going to be a pretty nasty hit. Hopefully the same over here. We'll try to drop this guy before he even gets to act. Cool, so that's one down. That does mean that if we can't finish him, though, before his turn comes up, he will get to reanimate. So he's here, meaning that either Jeremiah or Menarius needs to deal with him. Right, so Jeremiah's up. Should probably grab some cognition. Gonna need it. Unfortunately, he got dragged into melee right out of the gate here. So, all he can do is basically attack. Unless he crits or something, he's only gonna get that one action. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. That's somewhere where that other Canticle would have been good. These aren't necessarily gonna help us. But if a +6 on our next physical attack would have actually been great there. Well, that's all you can do then, unfortunately. It's a real shame, but it is what it is. I could move him back and take the attack of opportunity. And that would allow me to shoot. Yeah, it's not going to hurt you that bad, just go for it. Oh, that actually did hurt quite a bit. Okay. Well, let's see. Shoot him, just to make sure he doesn't get another turn. We'll get cognition for that as well. And then I can back you off a bit more, just to make room for these guys, and that might be a good idea. Step you over there. And I could fire here. That will kill my servitor, though. Let's see. So you get a turn. But Menarius should be able to kill you first. I think I'm going to shoot this one. Yeah. It doesn't risk any friendly fire. Oh, we got him too. Cool. Then I think that'll be that. Actually, should I heal you first? I'm gonna wait until next turn. But I do want to heal him before the end of the mission, otherwise we're gonna spend, like, what is it, 40 Blackstone patching him up? Okay, Menarius, I need you to get to there. Forgot how much health he had, but a melee attack should down him. And then we'll shoot that guy with a pistol or something. Okay, so that's the end of you. I guess I'll shoot him with the pistol and let the Vanguard... Yeah, I have to shoot you. Let the Vanguard clean the other one up. So he's gone. You're probably fine right there. No, because you'll get stuck in melee potentially like Jeremiah did. So step back behind the servitors. And we can grab more cognition, we may as well. I don't know if we're ever going to get over there to scan those. Because there's not a whole lot of flayed ones left to deal with here. Okay, and I have you shoot him. Not from there, I can't. Okay, finish him off before he gets another turn. We'll get some cognition for that as well, bring this back to full. And step back behind that. So they're going to pile onto the bridge, or he is going to pile onto the bridge. And we get another turn. I guess I'll start sending my tech priest across. They're going to switch places. But that's fine. We'll kill this guy while he's scanning these or something. Okay. Can you actually shoot him from there? Apparently, yeah. May as well. So so it'll be a little bit weaker when he arrives. The servitors might be able to finish him off. Okay, so you guys get the switch. And let's see. I don't think we're gonna get over there in time. I probably should have just left you out of the way, to be honest, because you're kind of just taking up space now. Let's see. You step to there. Whack him. It's not gonna be enough to finish him, but it'll make it easier for whoever steps in next, which looks like it'll be Jeremiah. Go ahead, Jeremiah. There we go. Free cognition, and then we'll just shoot him. Oh, no, that's it, because he's down. So we didn't get to open the things or scan them, but oh well, we won. Mission complete. The archway leading to the lower reaches of the tomb of Ubjao is rigged with demolition charges by the cohort. When they are detonated, the entire section of the tomb collapses, filling in the Flayed One's route with massive amounts of rubble and detritus. The flow of Flayed Ones is stemmed, and the Scutarii in the tombs win a rare reprieve. The Scutarii should have the pressure taken off them for the time being. With the luck of Mars, they should be able to hold the tomb until it can be fully explored. Of all the forms of the Necron, the Flayed Ones are the foulest and the gravest moral threat to our Scutarii. Emotional returns of disgust, anger, and moral repugnance are filling my neurovaults to full capacity. I am moved to pray we will soon be finished with this tomb. I have seen what has happened to our troops in there. I have seen how it changes them. I pray for the same thing, Magos. Alright. So I did again forget to use our Canticle to heal. That seems to be a theme. But they actually went easy on us there. We didn't see any of the potential enemies that they said we could have seen, although they did throw quite a few Flayed Ones at us. But yeah, it said that there could have been Deathmark Assassins or Immortals, and all we got were these two. So I'm curious to see what our overall Blackstone reward is going to be there. So we found 149, we got 97 for the mission, we got another 110 here. We spent 16 there and then another 50 there. So we spent 66, but we made well over 200. So let's see where we end up. Almost 500, nice. Cant of the Craft. The next physical attack will deal +9. I should bring that because that's basically a one-shot kill on virtually anything. Well, not the destroyers, but I think +9 on top of the base damage of the Omnesian Axe, that would one-shot an Immortal probably. So I should bring that even if I don't necessarily end up using it. Next attack will break 2 energy armor. Those are kind of situational. I'm not a huge fan of those. So let's jump to the cohort screen here and we'll look at some level ups. We should have enough for 2, I believe. Jeremiah went last time, didn't he? He's rank 7. Minarius is... That's not Minarius. Minarius is only rank 5. So I should give Minarius 1. Probably the next 2, actually. And then we will, of course, level up Daedalus because he is well behind. So let's start with that, I guess. I was going to focus on Engine Seer for him. And this is a pretty good ability, so it's going to restore a free hit point at the end of every turn. So if he takes any damage, it will automatically recover it. I'd like to get that ability on Jeremiah too, just so that he can passively heal himself. But I probably won't go any further down this tree with Jeremiah, whereas with Daedalus, he is going to be our sort of dedicated healer. So it's basically that, or I was going to go Tech Auxilium with him, I believe. At least I think I said that. Or was it Lex Mechanic? Lex Mechanic seems to be like cognition. So this is, I think, more the buff tree. Let's go ahead and do this one. This is a solid all-around ability. Okay. And then we can give him another tool. Since you're the Engine Seer, I wonder if I should give you one of these. So again, the Curatio Claw, cost of cognition, 2-turn cooldown, 2 to 4 hit points. With the Curatio Mechadendrite, what am I saying? Okay, that's why you actually read the words and don't just say them from memory. So the Mechadendrite has a longer cooldown, but it's no cognition and it heals a little bit less. That's a tough trade-off. I could give him a gun as well. Let's see, that has a cooldown. So does the Phosphor Blast Pistol, though. This is 1 to 2 energy damage. 1 to 2 damage. So did I have him switched? It looks like this does energy damage. This does physical? Huh. So I could put one on either shoulder. Or I could give him a bigger gun. Or I could give him that healing tool. That's tricky. Is there anything else that might be worth giving? That's like a taunt. Probably not going to give it to him. If anything, Jeremiah would have that. The Omnispecs. That's pretty good as well. That does cost cognition, though. But that's essentially spending a cognition when you know you're going to get hit to have the chance of that happening. Yeah, I don't know. Could give him an arc rifle as well. The arc rifle is really the only like reasonable weapon I have other than the free pistols, but the free pistols don't hit very hard. That's a tough call. I think I'm going to give him another weapon. Oh, do I not have enough slots? No, I don't. So he's actually going to have to lose something else. I think in that case, I'm just going to give him this. Can I not give him that? Oh, it's got to be down here. Got it. Okay. So that's one. Let's do the other. And that's going to be Menarius. So for Menarius, we were going down the Secutor tree, which is the one that buffs. Well, not necessarily buffs, but it provides a lot of benefits for the troops. And then the Lex Mechanic is like all about cognition stuff. So all troops in range attack a selected target. That could be really good if we have a bunch of Scutarii deployed, because then we can have everybody shoot so long as they can see the target, like a fire by rank type thing. With Servitors, it could still work, but they'd all have to be in melee range. So we'd have to be very cognizant of our like deployments and movements to make sure that he, well, not necessarily. They don't need to. They don't need to necessarily attack in conjunction with him. It's just when you use this ability, all the troops that can attack will attack. So we would probably want to make sure that the servitors are all engaged and stuff. But it could be a really powerful ability. This allows us to collect all cognition points from a source. And I believe, yeah, it's through the Servo Skull. So if there's something that has 3, we can send the Servo Skull out and get all 3 of them. And then we don't have to worry about sending the Servo Skull out for every single character. So that could be really good. It also means that if there's like several cognition sources and one of them has a bunch, the others only have 1, he can grab the one with a bunch. The other guys can grab the other ones, so we can potentially get more than 3 cognition per turn or per 2 turns. So they both have benefits. I think I'm going to go with this one just because cognition has been difficult for us to come by up until this last mission, and that's been sort of the limiting factor in using our better weapons. So if we can get cognition more readily, I think we can start unleashing these heavier weapons, and then we'll go over here next time and probably just bounce back and forth. So let's grab that. That also gives him a new upgrade slot, so we'll have to see what we want to give him. I could pull his Curatio Claw out and give him an arc rifle as well. I think I might do that, since we have the Curatio Mechadendrite on the Dallas. I think that makes sense, so we'll throw that up there. Oh, where does it go? Right, this one. That's the backpack slot. Okay. So there we go, he's got 2 guns now, and I think on the next level up, we'll go with probably Minarius and Jeremiah. Jeremiah was like sort of our main tank, and I want to keep him that way. Daedalus is catching up a lot faster than I would have expected, and so I don't mind skipping him every now and then. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We've got new missions available. It looks like Kepra has been tapped for missions for a while, so I think Row is going to be what we do next time, and then we'll see where to go from there. But that's going to be it for today, so thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Warhammer 40k Mechanicus with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.